All right, there we go. What's up, guys? Appreciate y'all tuning in with me this evening. But apparently, we have a new word. Not only do we have prostitutes, now we have foodstitutes. This is probably going to piss some people off, but hey, whatever. But apparently, we have an epidemic of foodstitutes. And I know one in particular. I'm not naming names because they're probably watching. And I know one that is definitely a foodstitute. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump straight into this. This ought to be interesting. I haven't seen this yet, but it ought to be good. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, y'all.
Mr. Sutton here invited me out on a date and then proceeded to walk out on the tab.
This man asked you to go.
My man, my man. This is already great. This is great. Oh, this is gonna trigger some people. This is gonna trigger some people.
Go with him on a date and then he left before the bill came?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-oh. Tell me more. Let's start with, how did y'all meet? How do you know this man?
So, I'm a social media influencer, and
Oh,
Mr.
okay. Right there, y'all. That right there should have been the red flag. As soon as he said social media influencer or they got an OnlyFans, man, you need to stay the fuck away from them people. They're nothing but bad news. Bad news.
Sutton, the defendant, came on my page.
He slid into your DMs.
Yes,
Okay.
essentially. And we were discussing and we were talking for a couple weeks and we were just chatting over the phone. And he originally asked me out on a couple dates, first one being coffee and the second one being ice cream.
So those dates took place?
No, ma'am.
Oh.
I don't drink coffee, first off. And secondly, I'm lactose intolerant, so we did not do coffee, nor did we did ice cream.
All right. There we go. There's the red flags right there. Social media, it's influencer and shits on herself. Red flags from the get go. And then he got her on the third date, man. If she turned it down the first second, man, I'd be done. Like, fuck that. Even if she reached out to me, be like, no, you had your chance. Get the hell out of here. I don't know why people get hung up, male or female. Why you get hung up on one person so much when there's so many people out there.
So
Plus,
you declined those dates?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay, continue, ma'am.
Well, after we had continued talking, he shortly after decided to ask me out on
Oh boy. I bet you he regrets that.
a date.
Guys, what let me tell you something. Social media, and ladies aren't going to like this. Maybe some of the guys aren't going to like this either. Social media has fucking destroyed relationships and marriages. They're done, null and void, never to be repaired. Unless they got rid of social media, which social media ain't going anywhere, it's done. It's over. Wrap. If you were not married prior to social media coming out, you 9 times out of 10 are not going to be married, period. Because let me tell you what social media has done. So back in the day, and you think about it, wasn't all that long ago, y'all. It was only the mid 90s when the internet started coming out with dial-up. Prior to the internet, okay, so we'll say mid 90s, you actually had, for one, you actually had to go places to find people. So you had to go to the bar, or you had to go to a restaurant, or at work, or at school. That's how you usually found your partner, or through church, or whatever. But you had to actually be somewhere to meet people. Okay. Then there was a lot of work involved because you couldn't texting wasn't really a thing, and cell phones wasn't really a thing, and internet thing really wasn't there yet. So if you wanted to talk, you could talk on the landline phone. And, people they'd sit there all night talking on the phone, you know, or they would write letters back and forth if you go back even further. Point is, it wasn't easy. And then if you got with that person, usually tried to stay, whether things got bad or not, usually tried to stay together because the effort it would take to have to go find somebody else, talk to them again, go to different places, meet a new person, it was a pain in the ass. Well, when internet and social media come around, well, guess what? Things get too hard. Well, I'll just get on my phone. Next person. The minute anything even remotely gets too hard, people are bailing. They're on the phone. Dating app. Here we go. Next one. And see, the problem with that is one, you don't know who you're really getting on a dating app. And it ruined everything because now you don't have to go anywhere to find anybody. It's like you're just on a phone, like you're ordering from Amazon, you know what I mean? And they made it so easy now to where if things even get hard in a relationship, people are bouncing left and right. It's done. So social media killed relationships and marriage. So if you're in your 40s now and you're not married, I got some bad news for you. Even if you do get married, it ain't gonna last long. That I can tell you. That's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow, but it's the truth. It's a very cold hard truth. Then another thing that also screwed up relationships and marriages is cell phones, internet actually showed men and women how they really are. So a lot of women don't like men because they actually get to see how they really are. And same thing for men. They get to see women how they really are. And then both just like, fuck this. It's not worth it, man. Not only that, not only that, watching, you got a lot of guys that watch their grandfathers, their fathers, their uncles get destroyed in divorce. I mean, just wrecked. Lose their house, lose their pension, lose their cars, lose everything. It's getting better now. It's getting to where they don't quite do that anymore. Thank God for that. But a lot of guys had to live through that, and they're like, "Shit, not me." But let's keep going.
And we decided on dinner Friday at
But that would have been red flags right there. As soon as they said social media influencer and she's lactose intolerant and she shits on herself and she stood you up on 2 dates, nah, should have cut it. But maybe he learned his lesson. I don't know. We're gonna find out here.
5:30. Unfortunately, our original timing did not quite work out with my schedule. I had to reschedule on him twice. First time being with work, I was on a fashion shoot, and my shoot lasted
Okay, really? Her work. She's a social media influencer. That means she had to be on her knees, so she couldn't be there. We got it.
a little bit longer than I was anticipating.
That happens.
So,
Because this is how you pay your bills, I assume, ma'am. You're a full-time influencer.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I do think sometimes people hear that, Ms. Collins, and they can be dismissive. But the reality is,
We don't care.
okay, so your shoot runs long.
Jesus Christ. Who put that in there? Stephen A. Smith. We don't care. Dang.
You have to reschedule.
yes, that was the first one. Second, I ended up having to reschedule on him a second time because my father did fall ill, and he
sorry.
lives. Thank you.
Yeah.
He does live nearby, so I tend to go over there and take care of him every now and then.
Okay, so there's 2 reschedules. He's understanding, I suppose. And then how do you actually get on the date?
Well, eventually our schedules ended up working out, and we were able to make it on time.
Great.
So we scheduled for 5:30 on a Friday, and I was a little bit late.
How late, ma'am?
We scheduled for 5:30. I showed up at 6:15.
45 minutes late.
Damn.
Mr. Sutton, I promise you I did not fail math. Thank you, sir. I
Ah,
appreciate that. Okay, 45 minutes late, ma'am. That's not a little. Go ahead.
I got stuck in traffic.
Ma'am, come on, please. Go ahead.
really?
Showing up
45 minutes late, dude. Man, if she was even 15 minutes late, my ass have been gone, man. I ain't gonna sit there and wait.
45 minutes late is pure disrespect for him and his time.
Yeah.
And when he left her for it, she tried suing him, but that didn't work out well for her, as we will see.
So
Okay.
I showed up at 6:15, and that was when our date proceeded.
And how was his energy when you showed up 45 minutes late?
He was probably pissed.
Because this is the first time y'all are seeing each other in person, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can see that doesn't make like a great impression. So to the extent he was excited to see and meet you finally, that might be compromised after 45 minutes of waiting on someone?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, but you get there. How was it?
Very, very small chit chat, just pleasantries in regards to when I show up. And I'm a little frantic because I know that I'm running
He's like,
late.
"What?"
So,
Were you apologetic, ma'am?
He's like, what the hell is she saying?
of course.
Okay.
Yes. So sitting down, the waiter originally comes over, and I go ahead and I order myself a margarita because they're my favorite.
Okay, and there's the next high sign, at least for me. When they're doing their hands like this and they're putting their hands like this. No. Bail. Pull the ripcord. Get out of there.
And I have not eaten all that day. So I'm starving. So I originally go ahead with my margarita, order a calamari as well.
Okay.
And
Did you ask him if he wanted anything to eat, ma'am?
So she's like, I'm starving. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like she thought she found her a sucker. She was just gonna have him pay for the drinks and the food, and he wasn't one of those people. And yeah, wow, good for him. Let's see how this plays out, though.
No, I'm just because we're getting your order in, but. Did he-
well, I assumed that he would have ordered something if he wanted anything.
So the answer is no.
No,
At this
I did
point,
not
you
ask.
just ordered your margarita and your calamari. Okay.
Yes, he
And that's
had a
just-
drink already.
Okay. Well, I would hope so if he was sitting there waiting for you for 65 minutes. That's my rule. And then do you proceed to order more food?
Yes.
Okay.
It's hard to accept
What?
that it's time to go.
It's time to say goodbye.
The future of Downton.
What
Later
did you
on.
order, ma'am?
Well, after I finished the original appetizer, I went ahead and I ordered another drink. And
Also a margarita?
yes,
Because I just want a visual. Okay, go ahead.
yes. And I don't really like to drink on an empty stomach. So I not only had the calamari, but I also
That's an excuse. I don't like to drink on an empty stomach, y'all. That's an excuse from hell, dude. I don't like to drink on an empty stomach. I need food on my stomach. Well, bitch, eat something before you show up.
had the fried alligator was my second.
She
Fried
also
alligator.
doesn't really like to pay for her own food, but she sure does love ordering the entire menu as long as she believes the man she just met will be paying for it.
Yeah,
Sounds
it was very
like it.
interesting. And
Now, was that just still a starter, or have we gotten to your entree yet?
no, that was just the starter.
Okay.
Right then and there. But get out of there. Get the fuck out of there.
What did you get for your entree, ma'am?
I got a salmon.
Okay, so you had
Damn.
the calamari, you had the fried alligator, you've had 2 margaritas at this point, and now you've got a plate of salmon.
Yes.
Okay, and did you get any more cocktails?
Look at him. He's like, man, he's like, I know I'm fucking stupid, but sounds like he learned his lesson real quick. And she's here suing him for it. Guys, you can't even go on a date with these people, with these women anymore, man. You go on a date and they trying to sue your ass. You know what? You know what's funny though? And I shit you not, this is no joke. I think things are getting so bad for women now because I've actually watched with my own eyes women approaching men, asking them out on dates and paying for the shit. Can you believe that? Are things that bad? I knew things were bad, but are they getting that bad? Holy shit.
I did get one more cocktail.
Okay, so you had
with my
3
dinner.
drinks. Okay. Do you have an itemized bill that the court can look at, ma'am, and see?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead and proffer that to my
You
bailiff.
just have everything.
I'll take
the entire
everything.
folder?
And while you are doing that, you know what they say about stories, there's 2 sides. Let me get to you, Mr. Sutton. Thank you for your patience here, sir. Let's get to what you can corroborate. You meet this woman on social media, she's very beautiful. You slide in her DMs, you start communicating.
Yes, I'm
You find
very
out that
beautiful.
she's a social media influencer professionally, bada bing, bada boom, somebody's number is exchanged, y'all start talking on the
You know, it sounds like she just got butt hurt because he fucking left. And she didn't think he had the balls to do it. Sounds like she was butt hurt.
phone.
Yes.
At what point, sir, do you decide, I am interested enough to take her on an in-person date?
Well, I was interested very early on. I asked her out 2 times. Both times she turned me down.
So then, after 2 cancellations,
See, after 2 cancellations, he should have just fucking be out of there. Move on to the next person. There's way too many people out there to get hung up on one person. Shit, man, especially with the social media shit now. You know? It's
I mean,
crazy.
did you believe those cancellations?
To be completely honest,
You better be, you're sworn in.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, the first scenario, the modeling, I don't know much about it. I think she could have taken maybe 10 or 15 seconds just to send me something. She told me like 10 minutes before our date. I've already driven there. That was very upsetting to me.
Okay, she left that part out. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, and then as far as the second incident is
With her father's illness.
yes,
See, he shouldn't even have went for the 3rd date, man. If I had drove there and she didn't even have the decency to fucking text me that she wasn't going to be there, and I've already drove into the place, I don't care what river you cry me. I'm not even attempting a 3rd date. Fuck that.
again,
Jeez.
I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt.
No, I understand. The court agrees with that.
Yes.
Okay, so for finally,
Yes.
we get on a dinner date, and you concede, Mr. Sutton, that you did ask her on the 3rd date, and it was your idea to say, you know what? You don't like milk, you can't do lactose, you don't like coffee, let's go to dinner.
I said, let's go to drinks, not dinner. I never said
See,
anything.
you got to clear it up. See, Mr. Sutton, because this is how I'm going to make my ruling. So you're telling the court that you said nothing about dinner. You said, let's go to drink.
If you want to build an app and have no idea how to code or where to start, check out Base 44.
I said,
Okay.
let's go to drinks.
Ms.
That's it.
Collins, did he say, let's go to drinks?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, continue, sir.
First, she
Ah.
rescheduled twice, as we've mentioned.
Well, that's going to be very interesting. They go for drinks. So, yeah, he's like, I'm paying for drinks, but she shows up and just starts ordering food and all kinds of shit. Wow.
And then finally, we lock in a date, and it's during happy hour.
I noticed that. I didn't want to say nothing.
5:30.
But when you said that y'all were meeting at 5:30, it's happy hour. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, and I made that explicit that I wanted to meet at happy
Oh,
hour.
you said that. Okay.
Yes.
And one
Yeah.
thing I like about somebody that's direct is you know what to expect. So there's an indication when someone says, I want to take you out during happy hour, you know what time it is. Right? I mean, hello.
Right.
Okay, go ahead, sir. So you own that you are looking for a happy hour experience. Continue.
Yes, so I get there at 5:20, Your Honor, and I get a phone call from her at 5:25 saying she'll be a few minutes late.
Okay.
I interpreted few minutes as a few minutes. I guess
And
that
then
means
you
something else
found
to
out
her.
it was 45 minutes.
It was 45 minutes.
Right.
Dude, I wouldn't even have waited there 45 minutes. Man, if you're even 15 minutes late, my ass is gone. You ain't gonna catch me sitting there 45 minutes. I don't know. Hell no. Fuck that. That's crazy.
I ordered one margarita, and the waiter felt so bad for me, he slipped me another one at the happy hour price after 6 o'clock when that ended. She finally shows up at 6:15. I'm a little annoyed at this point,
I
but I'm
would
trying to
imagine.
keep it
Yeah,
together.
I'd be
Now, did she
annoyed
look like
too.
her photos?
Annoyed too.
She did. She was gorgeous.
Okay. No, she is.
Yeah. And she finally sits down, and the conversation
Was she
a little.
apologetic when she showed up 45 minutes late, sir?
I mean, she mentioned it vaguely, but it was.
But you didn't really feel like it was
no,
heartfelt?
No,
Okay.
it felt very.
I don't know
cold.
why, but for some reason I suspected that. Okay.
The person who is trying to sue this guy for refusing to give her the free meal she wanted is the same person who
Good for the judge being objective, though, not being like, because that's what a judge is supposed to be. He's supposed to be out, away, not really supposed to pick sides, really just, what's fair and true. You know what I'm saying? And she seems like that type of
was
judge.
unapologetic about being 45 minutes late, who could have seen that one coming. I wonder what she posted on social media about this dude before deciding it was a good idea to sue him, as I could only imagine
Yeah.
an individual would need encouragement
Yeah, I'm sure, he ought to sue her for defamation. I guarantee you when he fucking left, well, I'm assuming he left. I don't know that he did, but I'm going to assume he did. Otherwise, she wouldn't be suing him. But yeah, she probably posted I'm sure she was blowing her social media up, boy.
to do something so obviously stupid while still thinking they are the victim.
So she sits down, she orders herself a drink.
Yes. Well, she orders herself more than a drink. She orders a calamari as well. We have a very, very brief conversation.
Well, let's back up.
Yes.
When she orders the cocktail and the calamari together, I presume,
Yes.
were you surprised because your offer was drinks?
Of course, yes. I was very surprised. I wasn't hungry. I ate beforehand. We said we were meeting for drinks specifically.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just didn't think she was going to be ordering food. And I don't eat fried food like that either, Your Honor.
Right. Well, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
The point is, as you said drinks, she starts ordering cuisine.
Exactly.
And you are shocked, but you don't say anything. You're just shocked. Now, at that point, because I'm just curious, were you contemplating the possibility that maybe there was going to be a split check at some point? Like maybe if she's hungry, she'll take care of her food, but allow you to treat her to cocktails because that was the nature of the agreed upon date?
I thought we were meeting up just for drinks.
Right.
And I thought she was going to.
Oh, you thought wrong, dude.
Maybe fit the
You
bill
thought
for
wrong.
her, but what she did in the subsequent moments made me question the entire thing.
Okay, so yeah, what did she do then?
Well, by the time the waiter brings over the food and the margarita, she is on her phone. She's on social media. She's posting, and she starts acting like I'm not even there.
Remember the first thing I said?
Oh.
She doesn't.
Yeah, you do that shit to me? Man, nah. Man, this dude put up with way more than I would have put up with, man. Way more than I would have put up with. Yeah, if you on your phone and we ain't talking and we just sitting there drinking and eating, we ain't saying shit. Man, there ain't no point being there. You want to be on your phone posting social media stuff, go do that. Leave me out of it.
Not respect him or his time.
Like, don't get me wrong. I get, like, I'm here streaming. I got a YouTube channel, but I damn sure am not, while I'm eating with my family, I'm not posting pictures and fucking posting what. You got these people that are these people's lives so boring that they have to post their food that they're eating onto their social media? Like, I'm eating a steak. Like, I have to post every little moment. Like, it's supposed to be so important. I'm posting about my steak. Here's what I'm eating today. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to film my gym workouts. Dude, the only gym workout I want to see a video of is if you're like bench pressing and one of the fucking things come off and hit you in the head or something, you know? Other than that, nobody really cares about your gym workout, what you're eating. If you're mowing grass, nobody cares. Everybody's doing the same thing. I don't know. I don't get it.
Or she wouldn't have been 45 minutes late. This is why you do not tolerate disrespect, whether it be direct or indirect, as they will take it as a green light to disrespect you more later on. I guarantee this guy learned from his mistake and won't be waiting the next time someone is late after having to deal with this headache.
No, I wouldn't have
What do you say
waited.
about that, Miss Collins? Were you working on this date?
Well, I am going to be taking
Yeah.
photos and I am taking videos. I'm with
That's
a handsome
working.
young man, and I mean, I suppose, yes, considering the fact that I am an
Oh, see, she was butthurt. So you said she said handsome young man, and she was hurt, but he was hurt. You know, you're ignoring him. You show up late. He put up with more than I would have. When they would have canceled them 2 days, that would have been it for me.
influencer. It is
Correct.
working.
Okay, so you're working on the date. You now feel.
I usually don't bring my work to a date.
and
Your
let's
Honor,
get to
but
that, sir. What do you do for a living?
I am a substitute teacher.
Okay. What grades?
K through 12. I'm able to
Go
sub
everywhere you're
any-
certified.
Yes.
That's excellent, sir. Okay, so you work in education. You're now on a date. Your date shows up 45 minutes late. She immediately pulls out her phone and starts engaging and really working on the date.
Yes.
While she's ordered so far a calamari and a margarita.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And the waiter comes by again and still ignoring me, and she orders her second round of drinks and a crispy alligator. Another top shelf margarita, by the way. I'm getting really fed up at this point as
I would be. You know that's some bullshit. Her saying, "Oh well, I don't drink coffee and I'm lactose intolerant, but her stomach can handle margaritas just fine." Yeah, no, I'm not
I
buying
think
that.
any reasonable man would be.
Okay.
And the waiter is about to come around a third time, but I said, let's try to give this one more chance. And I try engaging in a conversation.
And you know what? You know what I think happened? Now that I'm thinking about it, she's probably only suing him because he probably left, and she didn't get closure, so she didn't even know why he left. And I bet she's suing him so that she could come there to find out the rest of the story. I bet you. Let's
With
see.
her, and I asked her about her father. She just ignores me. She doesn't even engage in the conversation, which calls into question everything else that came before.
Okay. When did she order the salmon, sir?
She ordered the salmon at the end. That was the third time they came around. Yeah, so she wasn't even done with the previous place before she starts ordering more food.
Damn.
And so she orders the salmon and the other drink, and I'm just fed up. I can't take it anymore. I'm seeing red, and I just decide I have to leave right now, else I'm going to make a big mistake.
What's a big mistake?
I felt like I would explode, Your Honor. I was just so angry and felt so disrespected.
Oh, well, okay. So how do you get out, literally? Like, how do you
I
excuse
told
yourself
her-
for the table?
Yes, Your Honor. I told her I was going to go to the restroom.
Right. What?
Yeah, that's always a good one. I gotta go to the restroom. I'll be right back. Get my car and be gone. That's what it is. She was butthurt. She didn't think he'd do that.
Said another way, what lie did you make up?
You've been working from home, but your roommate just took
Yeah,
up
get
percussion
the
as
hell
a
out of
hobby.
there.
I need Indeed.
Indeed, you do. With an Indeed profile.
To get out of this horrible situation.
Yes, I told her I was going to the restroom, and I V-lined for my car, and I didn't look back.
Okay, so you never
Yeah.
went to the restroom.
No, I never went to the
Okay.
restroom.
See, you can see it in her eyes. She was butthurt. I don't even think she cares about she couldn't believe that he actually did that. I don't think she thought he had the balls. Don't underestimate. Don't underestimate somebody. Just because they're quiet and nice don't mean they can be gangster when they need to be.
Oh, Miss Collins. Sir, do you have any evidence for the court?
I do, but I would just like to add,
Yeah.
the next day she did text me about this, and she said I was rude to fit her with a bill like that. And
She said you were rude.
she said I was rude. I told her she was
Yeah,
rude to
okay.
show 45 minutes late, and
Right.
she was rude to ignore me and lied to me.
She was the
And
only
lied to
one
me.
here that was rude. Yet, of
Dang.
course, in her mind, she has done absolutely nothing wrong, and everything is his fault.
I wonder how the
She
judge
is
is going to see
clearly
this.
used to getting whatever she wants, which is why she thinks it's appropriate to take him to court for simply telling her to pay for the food she ordered for herself.
Can you believe this? You're going to take him to court for food. I mean, that'd be like taking somebody on a McDonald's date and then them trying to Wouldn't it cost more than it's worth, really? I don't know.
Okay.
So I did pay for my drinks, though. I sent her that money digitally, and I have that here for you as well.
Yeah, offer that up to the court.
Mm.
Ooh-wee. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
You're a
Yeah,
clown
she was
for
butthurt.
disappearing on our, quote, date and not paying. This is from the plaintiff. Defendant says, I said I wanted to meet for drinks. That's in caps.
Not dinner.
Madam plaintiff says, you're just full of it and cheap. Defendant says, just sent you $20 for my drinks.
Go
find another sucker. I ain't the one.
Yes, my man. Dude, my man handled that perfect. He didn't even let her phase him. You a clown. You cheap. Yeah, when you piss them off, they're gonna say all kinds of stuff. Man, you just gotta bob and weave that shit. Just let it go. Yeah, dude. My man. Man, he handled this like a pro.
Sensational.
I do see.
Look. See her eyes? She's hurt. He hurt her. But she was playing games with the wrong dude. He wasn't gonna have none of that shit. I mean, your looks are only gonna get you so far. When you got a shitty attitude and you're just being disrespectful, any man worth his salt ain't gonna put up with that shit. They're just not.
Where there was a digital $20 cent. Ma'am, did you receive this money?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't think I have to hear any more from either of you two. I've seen this story before. The court is ready to rule. Now, nobody hates a cheap man more than me. Nobody. What this court will not condone is women or men coming into my courtroom under the guise of chivalry when what they're really doing is dating for dinner. Ma'am, you are dating for a meal. It's low integrity. It's anti-feminist. And for lack of a better term, it's trifling. Believe it or not, counterintuitive, you cheapen yourself. You cheapen yourself. You become a version of a type of prostitute. I'm just going to tell it to you plain. And I don't believe that's what you intend.
Dude, I like this judge. This judge's telling the truth. Yeah, did you see that guy in the background, the black guy? He's like, yeah. He's like, tell him, judge. This is great.
Now, if this is a man you are seeing, if this is a man you are dating actively, if this is a man who you've invested time and energy into as well, then your expectation should rise according to that mutual investment. And then, Mr. Sutton, you do have to put up or shut up. But at this point, the court is not convinced that you did anything wrong. In fact, the court is convinced, ma'am, that you operated in bad faith, that you wasted this man's time. So the court completely dismisses the plaintiff's claim of $218.69. That is my ruling.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
If you enjoyed this
That's great. That is great. Yeah, she was just butthurt because she didn't think he'd be that way. And any man in that situation, if you were to